sorry, I didn't have my paper oriented there. We're looking at a couple of the frequently asked homework questions on homework 5.8, and we're concentrating on 12 and 13 here, which are kind of similar. So question 12 said, find the value of k so that there are two complex imaginary solutions. So one of the things that I hope that you discovered on your working through your notes on quadratic formula is that the discriminant of quadratic formula tells you what kind and how many roots you have. So discriminant is this quantity under the radical. And you probably can guess, or you probably already knew, that if that quantity is negative, that means you're going to have a negative under your radical, which will produce I. So that's what we're looking for here. We're looking, in this example, what would make b squared minus 4ac be less than 0? What would make that be negative? So we know b, and we know a. We're trying to find c, which here is represented by k. So I'm really just solving an inequality here. So I'm going to subtract the 4, divide by a negative. Now when you divide, make sure your sign flips. So if k is greater than 1/4, this quadratic would have two complex solutions. Very similar to in 13. 13 says this is the discriminant. Give a quadratic. So if this is the discriminant, what would be one quadratic you can have here? Well, a would be 3. Well, my pencil broke. B would be negative 2, so minus 2x. And then C would also be negative 2. Because we know b squared minus 4ac, and that comes from ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, why would I say that would be one example? Well, we could have had this set equal to 0, and we could have divided by, let's say, I don't know, 2. So if I work backwards, I can multiply this by 2. That would have the same discriminant, because when I set equal to 0, I would divide by 2. So there's multiple answer, but this would be the most basic answer there.